and pass it to you.
All right. My YouTube stuff is just starting, so we should be
pass it to you.
Oh, good.
And then you could see the share screen, right?
My YouTube stuff is no, I can only it's delayed, that's why. Yeah. Okay. We are once.
All right.
Can we let folks in from the waiting room?
Yes. Great. I think we are good to go. Welcome back, everyone. Ariel, I think you are good to go.
Okay, great. Thanks, Carl. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, students. Welcome, family and friends. My name is Ariel Schwartz. I'm the Managing Director of the Center for Social Impact Strategy at the University of Pennsylvania. You have arrived at our commencement ceremony for the 2023 program of the Digital Media and Social Impact program. So I'm so pleased to welcome you here formally. Our agenda today is to present our class, and one of our teaching fellows, Michael Tixon, will present the names of the students, and then we'll hear from some students. So my colleague at CSIS, Mandisa, will introduce students Prisma, Rudi, and Nicole, and then we'll hear from Michael, all of the class of 2023. So before we do that, I wanted to say a couple of words of thank you and welcome. So first, I want to say thank you to all of the students and all of your friends, family, colleagues, the stakeholders to the social impact projects that you are working so hard on. I appreciate your work. I appreciate if you're a supporter of one of our students, I appreciate your work as well. I want to say thank you to Penn's Annenberg School for Communications, as well as Penn School of Social Policy and Practice. This program is a collaboration among these two schools. It's a collaboration among the staff and faculty of the schools. The CSIS staff who is on this call has been working really tirelessly to make sure that the students have a great experience. And the two teaching fellows on this call, Michael and Jennifer, have also really been a consistent, constant presence of mentorship, leadership, and stewardship for our students throughout the year and throughout this program. So just a warm thank you and welcome to all those, to everyone here. I want to offer a few words of kudos and thank you to all of the students for all of your hard work. There are so many hours that you put in on this program. So our learning management system is called Canvas. For those of you who don't know, our students put in hours of work on Canvas in video lectures, in discussions, working on assignments, and in jam outs. That's what we call our weekly live conversations, where students and a member of the teaching team get together and discuss, well, how do we apply some of these concepts that we're learning to our social impact work immediately? And so if you joined even one jam out or attended our convening, you've also been helping your classmates, and that's work, and I really appreciate that. So kudos on your hard work. And I also believe that your participation in this program is an act of love, which I really appreciate, of yourself. Your education is an investment in yourself. This is a cohort-based program, so showing up as a learner also is an investment in your classmates, and it's also an investment in society. So I know that our students reflected a little bit earlier this afternoon about how many morning here in Philadelphia, about how many beneficiaries you might have served. How many audiences have you reached over the course of our time together since February? Have you improved your theories of change or the quality of your services? Maybe have you increased or improved the inclusiveness, responsiveness of your decision-making processes? I saw at least one reflection this morning that at least one of you, and I hope that many of you, experience a little bit of an increase in confidence to try things out, prototype, expect some measure of failure, and plan for learning and improvement around those. And as Carl mentioned, this is an important moment to mark in our year. You might not be finished your work. You might feel like you have more assignments to submit. You might have classes that you want to audit. And that's okay. We're here to mark an important milestone wherever you are both in your educational journey, and also to acknowledge that this work is not going to be done on the last day of class, right? So we don't fold up our toolkit and put it away. We keep it near us, recognizing that the world needs you. The world needs all of you. And I really appreciate the work you're doing in the world. And I also want to acknowledge that it's hard work. I know that it's hard work. And that can be challenging a lot of times. So recognizing that there's also opportunities in and amongst the challenges. There's opportunity in changing conditions, and there are resources all around you. I encourage you, as you go through this work, to find a vision. Keep some vision for your imagination of what you believe a better world should look like as a North Star. So that can be both specific and dreamy. So a dreamy vision of a thriving society, however you imagine it. And also, if everybody participates in change, how will the world be a different place? So keeping some metrics of progress help us ground in realism, stay out of that over unrealistic positivity, and instead balance realism and hope. So keeping our vision as well as our metric of progress. And then lastly, taking a learningful approach. So we are all lifelong learners. School in this one moment is formally finished, but we all will keep learning, and I expect and encourage that you all will too, both for yourselves and for your social impact initiatives. I encourage you to continue challenging your own assumptions, refining your solutions, which I hope that through the course of our time together, if you hadn't already treated those solutions as hypotheses about how we think the world is going to change and become better as a result of our interventions, and continue to treat each other and our stakeholders and the other members of our communities, all of those humans, as experts in their own experience, in their areas of knowledge. And there are really teachers and healers everywhere. And I hope that you feel invited to continue communicating with us as your time with us formally ends. I hope and encourage all students to remember that we have at the Center for Social Impact Strategy an office hours for life policy. We are always around. And we have annual alumni events, and we really hope to keep updated on your work, to keep cheering you on, and to see you as often as you're available and interested to see us. So with that, I want to offer a warm and hearty congratulations and thank you for all of your work so far. And I want to pass the torch to, I believe, Mandisa to introduce our student speakers. Is that right?
Hi, so actually I will be passing it to Michael to start with the names.
Thanks, Mandisa, and thank you for that, Ariel. I don't know how to follow that up, but just what an energizing morning for all of us. And it's so great to be here with each of you, from new faces like Rudi to familiar ones in the cohort. So I just want to say I'm personally honored and thankful to be just a small part of your social impact journeys and learning from each of you. So thank you for letting me, Jennifer, in the center be a part of that. One sentiment I'd like to share today is that today is just the very beginning for each of you. You are all adopting one of the center's key values, which is making it happen, driven by action and building together in community. And while yes, that certificate of completion, the assignments, the modules, that resume bullet are the tangible pieces of your experiences and what you could refer back to in your toolkit. Please remember that that invaluable piece of your experience is the impact you will make in the spaces and communities you navigate. That impact, that positive change, that necessary good is because of you and will continue to reach far beyond today. So you should be very proud of that potential and possibility ahead, and you are incredibly invaluable. So on behalf of Jennifer and the teaching team at the Center of Social Impact Strategy, it is our great honor to present to you the Executive Program of Digital Media for Social Impact, Class of 2023. I'll read through the names on the slides, and for anyone present and online, we encourage you to react, chat it out, use your emojis, and relish in this very, very special moment for our students. So in alpha order, we have congratulations, Amber Moulter. Congratulations, Amy Coltlart-Knapp. Congratulations, Oi Nakazawa. Congratulations, Benjamin Silverman. Congratulations, Catherine Sutherland. Congratulations, Claire Hay. Congratulations, Ela Freddy. Congratulations, Ishita Jindal. Congratulations, Giselle Zambrano. Congratulations, Joshua Penny. Congratulations, Juliana Rosati. Congratulations, Katie Hammond. Congratulations, Laura Huff Docks. Congratulations, Lauren Drinker Putman. Congratulations, Lauren Dela Cruz. Congratulations, Mallory Breckling. Congratulations, Maura Winter. Congratulations, Nicole Chin Lin. Congratulations, Nicole Michelle Guerrero. Congratulations, Prisma Garcia. Congratulations, Ricardo Ray. Congratulations, Rudi Junjunwala. Congratulations, Sheena Lim. Congratulations, Sydney Hart. And last but not least, congratulations, Tiffany Ricci.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. For those who know, my name is Mandisa, and I also want to send a quick congratulations from having you all students applications to also info session calls of like, oh, I think I'm going to join the program. And finally it's here. And now we're at graduation. It was wonderful meeting this class at convening, also reading your emails, as well as just seeing your reflections on the program. That is amazing. So I hope you all walk away with a lot of new things in your toolkit. And also, don't forget about us. So we are going to have our alumni summit in September. And if there's other ways that you would like to be involved with us, definitely don't shy away from reaching out. So for our next portion of our program, we selected a couple student speakers who will just be giving their reflections on the program as well as their class. So we will be presenting first Prisma Garcia.
Hello, I can't stop smiling. Hi, my name is Prisma Garcia. I'm a social impact strategist at MoneyGram International, and I'm a tireless volunteer. When I received this email from Mandisa about being a student speaker, I almost questioned why me? Because I thought of all the times I submitted late assignments, I missed several jam outs. I instantly thought of all those reasons why not. And yet when I think about the 5 months, I know that I have felt in community with all of you through the convening, the discussion boards, through Slack, through LinkedIn. And the same can be said about telling stories, our stories, your story, the story of all the organizations that we support. And sometimes the experience and the story, it's not perfect, but you have to make the moment perfect. And that's what's so meaningful about today's event, because we're all here and we're all stronger together, and we've all built our own unique digital voice and audience. Our world is changing and even the stories are evolving, and we have to be the drivers of our own change. I grew up in Dallas, Texas, in a neighborhood called Pleasant Grove, known for a lot of negatives, a lot more negatives than positives. And it's been through programs like the UPenn Center for Social Impact Strategy that I've felt empowered to share my own personal journey. I always share about my neighborhood, about my community, because I have to shift the narrative. And as change makers, social impact drivers, visionaries, that's what we're here to do together. If I don't tell the positive stories, if we don't share those, then they often don't get told, or worse, somebody tells them in a way that's convenient for them. And although I have felt very vulnerable sharing with audiences or posting on LinkedIn, I continue to do that because that's the only way that people from all walks of life will see that we're just human. And I'm blessed to be a double alum of the UPenn Center for Social Impact Strategy. You can't get rid of me. The first program I completed changed the trajectory of my career in social impact, and it gave me this huge network of global change makers. And now through this program of digital media, for social impact, I see myself as a communicator because in the past I didn't. And in this program, we've confirmed that this is a moment of digital disruption, and we're spending more time on screens, even though we want to put our phones down or we want to spend time with loved ones. Screens are everywhere. And it's been through this program that I've learned to see that my own value proposition, and it's helped me identify audiences and helped organizations that I support. Social impact, as we've learned, can be both positive or negative, intentional or unintentional. And as leaders of our own communities, we have to live for the most important sentence of the world. And attention spans are shorter, so I'll wrap this up. So I'm reminded that the stickiness factor is real in a world full of overload of information, noise, and false narratives even. And we have the responsibility not only to look at the data, but to share the stories, the narratives, because they always have visuals, even if we don't post a photo. I encourage you to continue to touch the eyes of the heart, because there might be a kid from a community like mine whose life really depends on it. Thank you, CSIS faculty and staff, teaching fellows, and all of you for making this experience a memorable one and in a perfect moment. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. So our next student speaker is Rudi Junjunwala.
Good afternoon and good evening to you all. Thank you, Mandisa, for this opportunity. My name is Rudi, and I am currently working with the United Nations Population Fund based in New York. Before anything, I would like to emphasize that my journey through the Digital Media for Social Impact program has been a rather dynamic one that has been both personally and professionally transformative. When I applied for the program, I had recently relocated to the United States from India, and I was still continuing my assignment with the digital media platform called The Better India. By the time I started the program, I was consulting with 3 different firms, and halfway into the program, I started a role with UNFPA. So really more change than I can handle in 6 months. But remarkably, the value I derived from this coursework was consistent, and the learnings have been relevant across countries, sectors, and job functions. I have to say that discovering this program was a little overwhelming. I had been working on projects designed around social media and using media for social change for almost 6 years. When I relocated, I started searching for different study programs where I could learn and more importantly, learn from others. I was looking for, for others who believe in using social communication for social impact. And when I came across this program page, it was almost like the internet was tricking me because it was so niche, so aligned, and exactly what I was looking for. But I'm so happy to be here with a room full of all of you who believe we can use technology to do good. The program has helped me take a step back and evaluate both the intention behind some of the programs that I've been executing and also the execution of the same. It helped me appreciate what I'd built, but also gave me the opportunity to think about what I could do differently. I think the assignments helped me think about my projects from a more human-centered approach with a strong focus on audience, their behavior, and their need, and really helped me reevaluate my project's objectives with what theirs could be. When we convened in person and articulated our most important work in one most important sentence, something that seems so simple yet important, I realized the value of how we communicate about our programs and projects are just as important about how we communicate in our campaigns. I was also able to leverage the coursework to structure my thoughts around upcoming projects and use insights from lectures to innovate on new projects. I also had a few unexpected learnings from this program. I think I learned how to be a better facilitator. It's very difficult to imagine that one day of learning about design thinking in a classroom would do this, but I find myself approaching every team meeting and sometimes even one-on-one meetings with a spark of enthusiasm. I carry Post-its and Sharpies and share my screen with virtual Jamboards. I find myself looking differently, looking at different ways to engage my teammates for more outcome-oriented meetings. So that's very excited, and I'm grateful for that. On a more personal note, I believe specific modules in the course have also helped me appreciate brands, organizations, and influencers that I love. Thinking about how some brands have made an additional effort to communicate ethically, how technology platforms or apps are going the extra mile to be inclusive, and even about how influencers are using the power of their communities to drive a responsible agenda. All of this have helped me think about my own digital presence and how I want to use the internet going forward. I would like to thank every one of you for creating this experience, and my fellow colleagues for participating both in person and virtually through different discussion groups, the entire team at UPenn who's hosted us for a fabulous convening, but also professors and lecturers who we've not interacted with directly, but have had so much to learn from through the videos. Thank you once again, and I look forward to being in touch with all of you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. For our last student speaker, we have Nicole.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Prisma, Rudi. Wow, this has been a really incredible experience, and being on with all of our cohort members, the staff, teaching fellows. It's just such an honor to be a part of this community. And I just want to relate for a second to two things that I connected to when both Prisma and Rudi were speaking. I certainly, when I learned about this program through digital marketing, actually, I was definitely targeted by the UPenn ads, and I am very, very grateful for it. But it was definitely a kind of a wake-up call for me. I had been thinking about how I was going to continue my education for a while, and just realizing that I had been working through the pandemic in a very challenging environment, doing a lot of rapid response work, and really not taking a minute to actually reflect and think about the impact that I wanted to have through my work. And so throughout this whole experience, I've had many moments where I too have also had trouble keeping up with the assignments, but have loved every minute of it. Being able to really dive into the modules, the readings, the discussion boards, and hearing about such incredible experiences that you all are having with your work. I actually think that something that I've learned about myself through this course is I just really love learning through other people. It's the way that I really appreciate seeing different perspectives, and that has brought so much value already to the work that I'm doing, and really just trying to help build community and spread, the good word about what is happening on the ground. The work that I do is related to community wealth building, and really trying to make sure that the communities that I serve in New York City alongside my colleagues, that they are really being encouraged by communities of support, and knowing that there is, I think within this cohort that there are so many others that are doing this work in different facets and industries, and that we are all also facing so many of the same issues and challenges, has been, I think, just very comforting. You all have really given so much to your work. I think that I feel very much that I'm not as alone sometimes in the challenges that I face or think about. And I think that for me has been just the biggest impact coming out of this program, and being able to really lean in and think about these frameworks that we can now all take and apply to our work environments, our, long-term strategy and planning. It's a space that I've been really hungry to get into, but not really knowing where to start or what to do with it, and how to implement it in a way that is both in service to my community, but is also sustainable in the long term. And so I think I just want to close again with echoing my gratefulness and thanks to this group, to all of the staff, the faculty, for all of the different discussions that we've had, and particularly the convening. I loved getting to meet with so many of you face to face, but also to leave off with a message of something that's been resonating with me through this program, and why I definitely took it on, is the fact that as individuals who are working in the social impact space, who are really trying to drive community level change and cut through a lot of the clutter that can be just so heavy and burdensome, we really take a lot upon ourselves. And I think that I've really used this moment to take a deep breath and inhale. I think of Dr. Brene Brown's quote in Braving the Wilderness a lot about how we bring so much of ourselves to our work. We need a moment to actually exhale and really, restore ourselves. And so I just encourage you all that as we continue to reflect on our learnings, catch up on some readings, maybe look back on some of the modules over these coming months, that just take that time for yourself and be reminded that it's okay to take a moment. It's okay to really create this investment in the space for yourself, because I think that that is actually what's going to help us all to really achieve the goals that we're setting out to do, and also create space for us to continue to collaborate together. So I really look forward to keeping in touch with everyone here. And thank you again for this entire experience.
All right, thank you. These were amazing reflections from everybody. So now I am going to pass it to Ariel. I know we're about time on closing out.
Thank you, Mandisa. And thank you so much, Prisma, Rudi, and Nicole, for sharing your reflections. Those are just, I'm really going to be thinking about those a lot over the next few days. I really appreciate your impressions and your willingness to speak with your classmates and any friends and family who might be watching. So I don't have much else to share. Mostly just a big thank you. We'll be in touch, students. Now you're alumni. So we'll be in touch with ways that you can invite others to apply for this program, or for our other program offerings this year. And we hope that you'll join our alumni network. So we have your email address. We will be engaging with you very little on Canvas. Moving forward, you'll have access to our classes through the end of the year. But if you join these, that we have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, as well as a LinkedIn alumni community. So I encourage you to join us on social media so that we can stay connected with you during, outside the context of our formal alumni events. And hopefully we'll see you again soon sometime. So thank you for joining. And with that, I think we will close.